Good morning everyone. Today we are going to listen about the grammar part of the second unit A reading. Oliver asks for more. You have to see the open the page number 24 in your textbook and see the grammar part. Look at the following sentences taken from the story. Which story? What is the title of that story? Oliver asks for more. This sentence is taken from that story. So see all of you. The boy is a fool, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. All of you observe the underlined word. The boy is a fool. The underlined sentence said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. If you know how to write that sentences in the question, how to write, As you know, the above underlined expression can be changed into a question. How do we change the above sentence statement into question? By putting the auxiliary verb before the subject. The boy. The boy is a fool. Is the boy a fool? Here what is the auxiliary verb is? So how we can changing that sentence into the question sentence? By keeping the is before the boy, and we are keeping the question mark. The what is the sentence after changing the into the question? Is the boy a fool? And keeping the question mark. Here some of the auxiliary verbs are there. How many auxiliary verbs are there? 24 auxiliary verbs are there. We have to see some of the auxiliary verbs. All of you understood how to write the sentences into questions, keeping the auxiliary verbs in before that subject, and also by keeping the question mark we are changing the sentences into the question. We have to see the some of the auxiliary verbs. So here you have to see the 23 auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are. Am is used for the singular and also are used for the plural. Was, were is used for the past tense, and the future tense we have to use shall, will and would, can, could. That one will be called as the modal verbs. Has, have, had, do, does, did. Does will be used for the singular and do will be used for the plural. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, be, been, being. These all are the auxiliary verbs. By keeping these auxiliary verbs before the subject and by keeping the question mark at the end of the sentences, we change it into the sentences into the questions like this. Here in this you have to see some of the sentences are there. Look at the some more sentences. I understand that he asked for more. Here do what where we have to use the do for the plural, but I when I will be comes we have to use the do. And also understand. Understand means past tense. So here we have to use the do. Do I understand that he asked for more? And keep the question mark at the end of the sentences. What is the auxiliary verb here? We are used do. Why? Because understand means past tense, and also here I subject is I. So before the subject we are keeping the do auxiliary verb. So what is the sentence here? Do I understand that he asked for more, and keep the question mark at the end of the sentence. Next one. Oliver asks for more. Here Oliver singular. What we need to use? Does. And also in the asks verb form in the here s is there. For s we have to use the does. Does Oliver ask for more? Here we need to use ask. We won't write the asks. Or does Oliver ask for more, and keep the question mark at the end of the sentence. Next, coming to the third one. The boy took their places. Took V2 form. Take, took, taken. So here what is the auxiliary we need to use for the V2 form? Did. Did the boy take their places? Here we need to write V1. Take, took place, we need to write take V1. Did the boys take their places, and keep the question mark at the end of the. These sentences are changed into questions by placing do, does, did at the beginning. Such questions are called yes or no questions. The questions will starts with the do, does, did at the beginning. Such questions will be called as the yes or no questions. Simple answers. That questions will have the only yes or no answers. That questions will be called as the yes or no questions. Next, change the following sentences into yes or no questions. Oliver was frightened at the sight of so many gentleman. What is the auxiliary verb here? Was. So we need to keep the auxiliary verb at the starting. As Oliver frightened at the sight of so many gentlemen, and keeping the question mark at the end of the sentences. So that's like we need to change the sentences into questions. Was is the auxiliary. Was Oliver frightened at the sight of so many gentlemen, and keeping the question mark at the end of the sentences. So like that we need to change the sentences into questions. Next one. You are an orphan. What is here auxiliary verb are? So keeping the are before the subject. Are you an orphan? Question mark. By keeping the question mark. That's like that's where we need to change the sentence into questions. We are an orphan. Are you an orphan? Next, coming to the third one. You say your prayers every night. Here there is no auxiliary verb, so consider the say. So here you have to write you. See, do you say your prayers every night? We didn't know which auxiliary we need to write. Then you have to use do, did, does. So here say, you say, do you say your prayers every night, and keep the question mark at the end of the sentence. Next, fourth one. You will pick up tomorrow morning. Here what is the auxiliary? Will. So you have to keep the will before the subject. Will you pick up tomorrow morning, and question mark. Mr. Bumble rushed into the room. Rushed. Past tense. Here you have to use the did. And also Bumble. So rushed. Here rushed will be in the form of the past tense, and you have to write did Mr. Bumble rush into the room. Okay, na? So they can devour the big bowl. They can, here model auxiliary verb you have to use. Can they devour the big bowl? Boys have generally excellent appetite. Have here auxiliary verb have. You are keeping the auxiliary verb before the subject. Have boys generally excellent appetite. Like that you have to change the sentences into questions by keeping the auxiliary before the subject, and also by keeping the question mark at the end of the sentences. When you are use the do, did, does, that are the yes or no questions. So only they have the only yes or no answers. That type of the questions where the questions where the in questions will be present the do, did, does. That questions will be yes or no questions. Next, coming to the Roman number 2. Read the following sentences taken from the story. You were brought up by the Paris, weren't you? Here, what is the auxiliary verb were? And also, what here added a question tag, weren't you? So, if the sentences will be positive, the question tag will be negative. Okay, now you have to know already about the question tags, how we use the question tags at the end of the sentences. If the sentence will be positive, the question tag will be negative. If the sentences will be negative, the question tags will be positive. In these sentences, weren't you, at the end is called a question tag. Question tags are used to get information or confirmation. Where we are using the question tags, it's information or confirmation. For getting the information and for getting the confirmation about that one, we use the question tags. The question tags are positive if the statements are negative, and if the statements are positive, question tags are negative. Already we discussed. If the statement is positive, question tags are negative. If the statement is negative, question tags are positive. If these tags are short, contracted from of questions. If the statement has an auxiliary, the tag begins with an auxiliary. In case it does not have an auxiliary, it begins with do, does, did. If there is no, is, have, was, that's like auxiliaries are not there, then what we need to use? Do, does, did. That one we have to use in the place of the auxiliary verbs. This is about the question tags. Read the following dialogues to understand the usage of the question tags. So here some of the examples are there, all of you see. Ramu, the weather is good today, isn't it? Okay, now what is the auxiliary here? Is. So here added the question tag to that one. The weather is good today, that one will be positive sentence. So here the question tag will be negative, isn't it? Next, Vijay, indeed Ramu. Next, Ramu, how about going out now? Hope you will join me. Here auxiliary will. and also sentences will be positive, and that one question tag will be negative. Won't you? Next, Vijay, I have got some important work now. I am afraid. So like that you have to write the question tags. How to write you know already. All of you understood how to write the question tags. I think all of you understood how the usage of the question tags. And next, read the following dialogue that took place at a party and suitable question tags to complete it. Rohit, hi, I have met you before. Here, what is the auxiliary? Have. And also, sentence is positive. You have to write the question tag in negative. Haven't I? Next, Suma, no, I don't think so. Rohit, but your name is Vani. Here, auxiliary is. Here, sentence in positive. You have to write question tag in negative. Isn't it? Suma, no, it's a Suma. Anyway, glad to meet you. Next, Rohit. Me too, this is Rohit. The party seems to be really lively. Okay, now here we are using the seems. The sentence seems. So here S is present. For that we are using the doesn't it. The question tag will be doesn't it. Next, Suma. Yes, definitely we enjoy ourselves a lot on such occasion. Don't it? Here enjoy. Enjoy means the present tense. So here we are using the don't we. Rohit, yes, we do. Like that you have to write the question tag. So this is about the first unit reading grammar. I think all of you understood and must and should read the textbook. The first unit reading story. And all of you must and should write in your textbook all these grammars. Thank you everyone.